It's still wet and kind of exhausted.
This way, this way. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Kind of slammed it down and went through his foot. These last few days have just been absolutely beautiful as far as the weather. It's been in the 70s, nice and sunny, not too bad on the wind. And we've just been kind of out here enjoying it. A while ago, I put in a pond, and this year I redid it. And so I just got it all cleaned back up again and the water fountain going again. And I just want to show you guys kind of some of the wildlife that we've got going on in the pond. So basically this kind of comes off. We have a pump system in our basement that gets all the extra water out, and it pumps everything you know, out here, so we get a lot of water and drainage. And so we've kind of created this pond where all the water can kind of come to, and it fills up relatively fast and stays fairly full most of the time. But we got all kinds of tadpoles, and there's that earlier we seen what I believe was a green frog, a large adult green frog hanging out. As you can see, we've got a ton of different tadpoles in here, and we've got eggs, frog eggs that you can see. So this is basically no chemicals, just a filter, except I did put a pond clarifier in here just a little bit every once in a while, and that just kind of helps the pump do its job. But if you can have, you know, keep the leaves and all that stuff out of that and keep the water continuously flowing, it stays really pretty clear. Even you can see some leaves in there, but for the most part, these guys kind of live off of that algae and stuff that comes off of there. But you know, the leaves, you got to keep them out of there. They'll break down over time, but really it stays pretty clear, and it's pretty cool to watch all these little tadpoles and stuff just kind of hang out. We did have goldfish in there, but we ended up taking those out because I was afraid when I redid the pond that it wouldn't be deep enough for the goldfish. They're supposed to have 4 foot so they don't freeze solid, and so it's a little bit more shallow, but it's perfect for a frog pond. And you know, the little tadpoles are pretty cool to watch, just kind of hanging out. And actually, if you put your foot in there, the tadpoles will kind of just eat dead skin cells or whatever on your foot, which is kind of weird, but it's exfoliating, I guess. It's kind of neat. Yeah, since we've put this pond in here, we've just seen a huge increase of wildlife. The birds like to come hang out here, and it's kind of like a big bird bath for them. Of course, we got the tadpoles and the frogs and the turtles. We've been finding turtles in there, and it's just been really cool to kind of watch and have a little hangout spot with the fire pit and stuff out here. It's a lot to maintain, but it is pretty rewarding when it is kind of clean and nice. Turn this off, and we're just gonna leave this here and that there, and we're gonna take this and we're gonna move it around to where they're in this area here, so they have shade and new grass. Don't let them get too far away. So we're gonna have to chase them back. Just into there. Shh, shh, shh. This way, come on. This way, this way. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This way. Come on. Come on. Fence up so they don't get out. Try to keep her tight. There you go. Okay. Turn her on. Switch her to the outside here. Hold that for a sec, would you? You don't have to be driven in there very badly. Just, you want to push it down a little bit. That was a bad idea.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, I would maybe put your foot on it and then just apply pressure. You okay?
No, I don't know. Went through my shoe. Go look at my leg.
Take your shoe off. Well, he was trying to shove it in the ground, and instead of like pushing it, he just like kind of slammed it down and went through his foot. Is it stopped bleeding?
I don't know.
Yeah, kind of stinks on the bottom of your foot. Okay, well, best thing to do is throw the shoe back on and try to keep working, and it'll
I'll put like a bandage on it or something.
yeah, you can go put a bandage on it or a sock. Go bandage it up.
Still coming up.
It's a new asparagus. See any more? These are all asparagus. New asparagus sprouts. Yeah, I let that one go kind of too far, didn't I? It just kind of popped out of there. So if it was a raccoon, you'd think they'd eat those guts in there.
Yeah, but a dog would have. So
Something got in there and ate the breast, but left a lot of it for waste. Man, that was our last barred rock chicken. I don't know if it was our dogs, if it was the neighbor's dogs, if it was a raccoon, fox. I know that Boone is carrying off a wing there. Can't leave him out until I can figure this out. We've got to maybe set some traps or something. Got our cabbage back here in the back garden that the boys are doing. It's a little later than what I want to really plant it, but we're gonna just put some grass clippings around it, give it some nitrogen. They're really heavy nitrogen feeders, and also help suppress the weeds around it just a bit. Sort of changed my mind where I want these tomatoes. I had them back here, but then thinking I want them in the rest of the garden where everything else is. So what's nice about having them in the container is that I can move them anytime that I want. So that's what I'm gonna do. Throw them in the tractor, and I'm gonna put them with the rest of the tomatoes in the garden. These cicadas are coming out everywhere. The chickens really like them. Let these guys out while we're out here so I can watch them. So we've been having some serious problems with predators lately, so we got to figure that out. But as long as I'm out here, I don't think anything's gonna mess with them. I'll be watching. So see, we got one turkey, and I don't know where the other two are, but I hear them in there. So I think they did make it through the night. Oh, yep, there's the other two, so they're okay. Good. And they figured out how to get in and out of the coop, so that'll be good. I wasn't too concerned with them because they fly really well. And so if the other one started picking on them, they can probably just fly up somewhere in the coop better than the chickens. But let's put this up for them. So if they want to roost up high, they can. If you want to get this piece of wire right here,
Okay.
and just run it around the fence and kind of tie it up with that nail or whatever, if you can.
Yeah.
And then that way they have a little roost spot they can get up out of.
Because in the time period of me running up there when you were doing that, he had barely even poked through.
Well, he's a tired little guy, isn't he? They're pretty well exhausted when they get out of that egg.
Is that a duck?
Yep. Mama's already hatched one.
See the chick behind her? And then now she's got this other duck coming out. I'm gonna just let him rest and stuff. When they're like just out of the shell, you know, it's still wet and kind of exhausted.
Okay, Mama's showing the baby how to scratch back there. See how she's back there showing her other baby how to scratch.
She's like, this is how you do it to get the best worms. You gotta really scratch those strawberry plants and completely destroy them.
Is it cold?
Right about the same time, we should see something like moving. Because it's, well, hold on.
Did you see it? I thought I seen
I did
something
too.
move.
It's
I
moving.
can barely stand up.
Yeah. Yep.
You see
it?
You see the
They
heart?
just moved. So there is something inside of it. It's getting ready, possibly to hatch. Yeah, it's moving around in there. See, there is something inside of that one. It's just taking a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think that's his foot or something. That one can't walk.
They're like completely exhausted when they come out. They just kind of like gotta take a second and gain their strength.
So then, I want to show this one here. Some of them I can't see very well through here.
Maybe it's because your camera's booty.
No, it's just that they're brown eggs. It's hard to see through.
So look here. Can you see how that egg moves? The yolk moves?
Yeah.
Slowly working on trying to clean up the farm, make it look a little nicer. Old stuff like this that I'm never gonna fix up, just gonna get rid of. Scrap out the metal, burn up the lumber.
Wait, did they drink water?
Mm-hmm.
Corbin?